Lanzarote is the island of 100 volcanoes.
We are go for liftoff in T-minus 30.
Timanfaya National Park is home to several of those volcanoes.
08, Roger. What's the surface temperature?
Last to have erupted about 250 years ago.
Let the dancing begin.
Okay, number 1 and 2, source 3350, control still 570, box 3350, cabin 34, number 1 APUs.
It lasted 6 years and left behind a vast river of lava. One can only imagine that this rocky landscape was once a moving liquid mass. Never have I been to a more extraterrestrial scene. Cesar Manrique is also credited in making this cataclysmic inferno into a beautiful park visited by millions. The only way to visit is by park buses. The road is only for buses and is barren. No road signs, no guardrails, no painted lines. As pure as it can possibly be.
Incredible.
Dance like there's no tomorrow.
Incredible.
At the end of the tour, we're shown the great powers of the earth below. We are again in Manrique's vision of man, art, nature.
We're in yay! So me and Miki are checking out another spot. And we can't wheel Mom in the wheelchair in the sand, although we could if we wanted to. Maybe we'll have to come back. We're just checking it out here. This funny little inlet where you seem to be able to bathe in the low tide and stuff. It's pretty cool. You can just hang out. Have your little rock bed right here. Check it out.
You can always expect Miki to start talking to anyone. These folks were Cuban.
Viva Cuba y Lanzarote!
A few centuries ago, the Canaries got their independence from Spain. The deal was that they could have their independence, but Spain wanted something back. All their young men, women, and children, so they could colonize Hispaniola. There's a lot of Canary relatives all over Latin America. Over here in Europe, we got no issues with nudity. Me, Mom, and Miki continued on discovering. We drove through the vineyard and stopped at the Farmer's Monument, also designed by Cesar Manrique. Here there is a museum about the island's people, where they came from, what they do, what they eat, etc. Manrique designed it all with respect to the local architecture. White and green. The indigenous population were called Guanches. They had a civilization before the Spanish took over, but not much is known about them.
We're in a little museum, also designed by Cesar Manrique for the island of Lanzarote. It's really cool. Just absolutely nice what he's done.
He used the natural geology and created a restaurant and conference center in a giant lava bubble.
His wonderful architecture. So you like this architecture, Mika?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, this is really cool.
After we went to the Sunday market in the town of Tigis, the town's original aspect was fiercely protected and defended by Manrique. Mike had promised Mom a little shopping.
I bought Mom a little present, a nice beautiful red dress.
Mom loved that dress, and still does, I hope. It was my treat.
Mom looks great with that red against the green.
Again, Mike makes friends wherever he goes. Mom left €5 for the dancer.
Mom's gonna give her €5. How sweet. So on our discovery of Lanzarote with Mike and Mom, we're going to the Cesar Manrique Foundation. So the guy really did everything he could to preserve this island, and he did an incredible job. And the more I'm finding out about him, the more fascinating the guy is, and what he's left behind is more than a legacy, more than just art. It's just art and nature and art is just absolutely fantastic. Truly, I'm bewitched and in total wonder.
This was Manrique's house. It is now home to the Manrique Foundation, and inside are some of Cesar's treasures. Art by friends such as Miro and Picasso, initial sketches and plans for his many art, man, nature ideas.
Unfortunately, I have no more disk space on my camera to capture this restaurant and this cave with an underground lake. It's absolutely beautiful there too. Here's a good picture of it.
Seeing the ideas and sketches after we'd seen the real produced pieces just confirmed that man's great vision for the island. A real model of how-to in tourism. Below, the house is a labyrinth of round stone rooms connected by tunnels. The idea came when Manrique saw a tree growing out of the lava flow. He investigated and found a series of large bubbles within the lava. He decided to design his home within this geology. The result is absolutely fucking stunning, and must have made for great parties back in the 70s and 80s.
Absolutely genius. What a cool garden to hang out and entertain, huh? Barbecue and cool little seating everywhere, and a pool at the cascade.
Coming out of this tunnel, one comes on a big exhibition room. This once was Manrique's painting studio. Some of his art was simply to frame nature's beauty.
What an extraordinary man Cesar Manrique was. Just watched a film about him and it was extraordinary. What he has done and what he has replicated and what he has created is just astonishing, beautiful.
He says, "The perfection and balance of nature, polished over millions of years, is the wisest lesson possible for man. If God created this island, then Cesar was his conceptual angel. He found a delicate beauty in the brutality of this volcanic wasteland." Finally, we went to Manrique's house. It's his second one in the town of Aria, an oasis in the volcanoes.
We're not allowed to film on the inside of his beautiful house, which is too bad, but we will respect the wishes of the authorities here. So you'll have to come and see this for yourself with your own eyes. Absolutely love his style. What's funny is that it looks like it's definitely dated from the 70s and 80s, but it is not dated whatsoever. It's contemporary, yet classic. Superb. The guy's a genius.
We couldn't film inside the house. It's understandable. Inside, you feel as if Cesar will come out at any moment. There's music playing, books on the bookshelves that you want to look at. You see his clothes in the closet. It's very intimate.
Beautiful painting studio here. Does definitely inspire creativity. Man, look at him, he's there. It's like he's for real.
The art studio felt the same. You could feel Cesar's presence. His shoes are left on the floor of the washroom, and it seems like he just stepped out of them.
Manrique wanted to come to the resting place of Cesar Manrique. He has a strange obsession with the obituaries. That's what he reads in the newspaper every day.
Ils sont ouverts, ils sont prêts. T'as plus qu'à amener la personne, viens là.
Well done, Cesar. Even your grave looks artistic. Art meets nature and nature is art. In keeping with your philosophy. But you did a great job. It's a beautiful island. And I think your people miss you. Hopefully the ones that are here will keep your legacy alive and keep protecting your island. And thank you, Cesar. You're cool. Very last attraction on the list of things to see in Lanzarote, also influenced by Manrique. He's turned his fort into a museum of contemporary art.
No one to date has influenced the destiny of one place such as Cesar Manrique. No way. Here, he's taken a fortress that once defended the island. It now sends a message of defense for art and beauty. For once, me and Mike were in a restaurant and only took in the view of the harbor in Arrecife, the horse sculptures that change with the tide, and Marina Lanzarote, where me and Galopin are staying. Well, we can't keep Mike away from a good meal very long.
This is the final meal for our final day of touristing around the island. We basically saw everything now, right, Mike?
Nope, there's just one more thing.
Finally got to take the parents out on a little day cruise. Mike's a little tense.
Yeah, I cannot wait that we will turn over closer to the shore. It's just like snorkeling. It's much better to snorkel when you have a shallow water because you see much better. Same thing with sailboat. Much better to be closer to the shore so that you see what's happening there.
Don't worry, we will tack and go closer to shore. What he doesn't realize when you're close to shore is that there's rocks and fishing buoys and all sorts of hazards. We're out here.
Yeah.
It's cool. But right now we're going upwind so we can come home going downwind. So
Life is hard in the Canary Island.
so nice. We're going downwind now. We're gonna go back gentle after going upwind, tacking a couple times to end the day on a calm, easy note. Sails are shading us from the sun, so it's getting a little cool. So she came down all by herself.
Bravo, Pierrette.
Bravo, Pierrette. Well done.
Mike by himself.
Yeah. Mike's up there by himself. He's probably freaking out, huh?
As usual, we came into the marina with big gusts. By now I'm getting used to this. I also got used to hanging out with Mom and Mike. It sucks, because unfortunately they had to go. I would find myself alone in Lanzarote, or would I?